I came to US as a graduate student to follow my dreams. When I landed in Dallas, Texas, it was different from what I had seen in Western movies. It was green and modern, and no one was riding a horse on the street. So I thought I could easily buy a pair of boots and a hat and blend in. Everything was great. After a couple of weeks being in US, sanctions against Iran became effective. It was 2012. The fund that I had prepared back in home lost 2/3 of its value because of currency crisis. I couldn't even transfer money from Iran to US. So my life changed tremendously. I was miserable. I didn't have money for the following semesters. So I had to find a job to survive. International students can only work on campus, well, legally. So it was very competitive. After so much trouble, finally I got a job at e-learning department. It was perfect. A decent salary, tuition discount, almost hit the jackpot, only if I didn't have to ride the bus to school. Now it's January 2013, my second day at work. I walk out of the apartment and I can see university bus at the bus stop. I look at my watch, I still have a few more minutes. So I walk gently toward the bus, even though I know the next bus would be in 1 hour. At the time, there was no Uber. And if you are not familiar with public transportation in Texas, a 15-minute ride can become a 2-hour journey. And most of it is standing on the street under the sun, even in January. So I'm walking toward the bus. All of a sudden, it starts to leave. I have to catch it. So I start running. I run and run, and suddenly I slip. I fell down on all my fours. I look at the bus leaving and taking my American dream with it. There is a traffic light at the corner, so still I might have a chance. So I get up and start running. Finally, I catch the bus at the traffic light. By the time I reached office, my left leg is painful. I don't see any injuries or scratches, but I can't bear the pain. So I went to my manager and asked for the whole day off. I could see disappointment in her eyes. Your second day at work and you're taking the whole day off? So I left the office and went to the medical section at the university. A nurse at the clinic examined my leg, and she said, "Sir, your left leg is 10 degrees colder than your right leg. There must be something wrong with your circulation system. You have to go to emergency room." I hope I don't have to chop it off. I don't think so, but you'd better get going. That was a moment I figured my English wasn't good enough to distinguish humor from sincerity. So I left the clinic, and strangely, my leg wasn't the biggest concern in my mind. And I'll tell you why. First week at school, they educated us about US healthcare system. And they gave us an example. A year before, a girl went to the emergency room and she was charged $12,000 for whatever reason for one night. So when I left the clinic, the only thing coming to my mind was $12,000, $12,000. I don't know, it could have cost less, but I was new in the country and I have heard so many stories with similar figures and numbers. So I was thinking, what other option do I have? I went to the pharmacy and asked for some anti-inflammatory medicine. They asked for prescription. Bummer. I could buy an artificial heart without prescription back in Iran. So I went home and looked around. Maybe there is a way that I can increase the temperature in my left leg. So I looked around, I saw the stove oven, the iron, but I wasn't that stupid. So I tried the bathtub. I poured in hot water in it and I got in. It helped. The pain slowly went away. But I had to do it a couple of more times at night because whenever I was still The body movement would slow down, the circulation would slow down, pain would return. So I had to do it multiple times at night. Next day morning, I wake up. I have to go to work. It wasn't a permanent job. They would extend the contract at the end of each semester. So what other option do I have? There is no bathtub at work. Then it hit me. I went to Walmart and bought one of these red rubber bottles. I took it with me to the office and I poured hot water in it. I put it on my leg all day. After a couple of days, bathtub and a bottle of water, I was healed. So I'm not sure if it was the hot water or it was my subconscious telling me this has to work. You don't have any other option. But I was healed. These days that I'm spoiled with proper health insurance, I still have that red rubber bottle. It reminds me of how I survived here. Thank you.
I broke my leg.
It's broken, broken.
I broke my leg.
It's broken, broken.
I broke my